Somebody call a doctor because Bad Medicine is back! Over there's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today I am very excited because we are diving into a new series. This is Fallout Season 1, Episode 1. I absolutely was intrigued by the trailer. I know a little bit about the video games, but not much, so I cannot wait to get started on this.
Yeah, never had a chance to play any of the video games, so I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see what even the show is about, because I know it's, I guess, different, so see.
Of course, I'm familiar with the games just in pop culture, I guess you could say, but really don't know anything about them. But much like Mason Quinn, I saw that trailer, instantly hooked, instantly, and I am pumped.
I have no knowledge of the game, no knowledge of what we're about to see here. So I'm actually pretty excited to see what this journey is going to be. Hopefully it delivers for all you gamers, and hopefully we get entertainment of high quality of what we're about to see. Let's go!
What a legend.
Scandal to continue today as the White House had no comment about the president's whereabouts. That crumbled this morning in Anchorage, Alaska. The specter of nuclear war facing this nation for 10 long years is final.
Focus on the party, okay?
So it's in the past, but a futuristic past.
Yeah, like look at the skyline.
Yeah, kind of feels like the Jetsons a little bit in a way.
All right, birthday boy, get a photo of you up here on Sugarfoot.
Why the hell is Cooper Howard working kids' birthday parties?
What else? Alimony.
What'd they say, Dad?
I'm lucky to have such a good helper like you. All right, good. Here we go, bud.
Honey, get with Cooper. Let's get a picture.
You bet, yeah.
Oh, Coop. Do your thumbs up.
Yeah, you know, given the state of everything, I prefer not to if that's all right.
That's what you're famous for.
Drop
Yeah.
it, Bobs.
Those two have a thing?
That's
Who's ready for cake?
All right, you ready, Janie?
kind of the vibe I got when they first, were next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, things are bad.
Yeah, you still took my money.
Oh, God, the anxiety.
I can't do the weather if I don't even know if
We're
there's
only
going to be a next
thinking
week.
happy thoughts.
Oh,
All that talk about nuclear war.
Think that's everything.
Why wouldn't you do it? The thumbs up.
That's grown-up stuff. Well, back when I was in the Marines, they taught us that if they ever drop a really big bomb, told us to hold up your thumb just like this. And if the cloud is smaller than your thumb, now you run for the hills.
And if it's bigger than your thumb?
They told us not to bother running.
Oh,
Jeez.
Can I have a slice, Dad?
Wow. Did nobody else see it?
Is it your thumb or mine?
You're going to show us in the glare?
Oh, look at that.
Yep, look at it.
That's smoke, Janie. It's just a fire.
Oh, yeah, just a fire.
Can we run? Like a minute ago? Oh,
Yeah,
look
like,
at that.
look at the shockwave.
Yeah, it's coming. So now are they going to stay true to form where people have fallout shelters and stuff? Oh, I guess there's my answer.
Oh, Jesus. Family, friends. Yeah. Wow. Oh, look at the buildings just topple.
Oh,
Ooh, another one.
Yeah, you ain't getting nowhere
Oh, another
fast.
one. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus.
That one's real close.
Oh, what an
opener.
incher. Oh.
Wow.
Wow. You know, it's one thing seeing something in the trailer, but then actually seeing it just hits way different. Obviously, because you get, oh, jeez.
Need to play out.
My name is Lucy McLean, and I'm an active contributor to the well-being of my community.
There's Lucy.
Repair skills, science skills. Obviously, mine are nothing compared to my dad's, but I always relish a challenge. I also participate in gymnastics club, fencing team C, intermediate phys
That's going to
ed,
be important.
and I dabble in riflery. So
Interesting.
I'm not very
Not
good.
very good.
I enjoy taking walks and watching movies with my dad. I'm participating in my family book club. Still trying to get my brother on board.
Playing his games.
My reproductive organs are intact, my hygiene well maintained, and yet I have been unable to find a suitable marriage partner. At least one I'm not related to. And we have rules about that for a reason. So, it is with sound mind and body that I hereby submit my application to the council to participate in the triennial trade with Vault 32.
Thumbs up.
Was her brother the bully kid from Ender's Game? I think I recognized him from that.
Oh.
Let us know.
I approved.
Look at that.
I think it is.
Yeah,
that's
him.
the kid from Ender's Game. Yep.
Oh, all the people that have worn it.
Feels a little tight. Won't be for long. On my wedding night, that dress got off almost as fast as Bert did.
Bert.
After 10 years of cousin stuff, I'm definitely excited for the real thing.
Did you say cousins?
Cousin stuff.
Jesus. Where does the...
That's a pretty huge vault.
I think that's a backdrop there.
Yeah.
Like there's some point the interior space ends and it's just a backdrop.
Yeah, look, it's a
There's the
projector.
Yep.
So this is Vault 33.
Gosh, you look just like your mother.
I wish she was here.
Me too.
Were you scared when you married Mom?
Terrified. Well, I'd never stepped foot outside Vault 31. From that moment on, Vault 31 was a distant memory to me.
It's time.
All right, who's the lucky groom?
I get the feeling like it's not going to work out so hot. Just that early, these arranged things.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, Mr. Negative Nancy.
They're in the distant future and dire things are like, oh, it's not going to work out.
I don't like fixed marriages. Watch him be like a Prince Charming from Shrek where he's super handsome but just ultra annoying.
Textbook Tumblr Jam. Probably best if we reschedule with the 32s.
Lucy, I love you.
Ah, he's faking it.
We all know that, Chet. Messing around with your cousin, it's all well and good for kids, but it's not a sustainable long-term sexual
All well and good for kids.
Sustainable long-term sexual practice.
Just one little click.
Forget maintenance down here.
Chet.
Oh, frickin' Chet.
Oh, I like how it's an actual gear.
Yeah, it rolls like that.
I am Hank McLean, overseer of Vault 33.
Lee Moldaver, overseer of 32.
We were sorry to hear of Overseer Jackson's passing.
We lost a lot of good people, but this trade will help us get back on our feet.
As arranged, we offer you seed and parts for machinery.
In exchange, we offer you a breeder.
So,
A breeder?
It's going to be like J.J. Watt or something.
I'm Lucy. Do you have a name?
Monty.
He is handsome.
Monte.
Model.
Monte.
He is
Model.
handsome.
Yeah, should see Bert.
You just come on now. Don't you have to do Bert like that?
A little bit different table manners there.
Ah, yeah, they're.
So what's your
They
sperm
were
count?
talking about food.
So what's your sperm count?
She was
she
looking
said.
Sperm is pretty important in perpetuating America.
Wow, she's a real sweet talker there. She's a little
Hey,
charmer.
just getting right to the point, Andrew.
We are bonded
I'm getting a bad vibe here.
to keep the candle of civilization lit. If our measurements are correct, radiation levels on the surface are dropping fast enough that the next generation, Lucy and Monty's children, will be able to recolonize.
A couple hundred years later. Sounds pretty fast, doesn't it? For nuclear war.
Well, after 200 years, we don't know much about what's up there. These survivors will need to be shown a better way. I feel hope. To Lucy McLean, and to this marriage, and to hope.
Good job, Dad.
God, I get a bad vibe. Like I get all kinds of bad vibes. Like 32 wants to take over 30.
Yeah.
See, that was Bert. She was with Bert, holding his arm. Poor Chet.
Poor Chet.
They looked pretty beat up and scarred up. They showed us that on purpose, like they've been through it.
Show me to my new home.
She is scheming, and he notices it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Monty kind of gives me Scream vibes a little bit.
Skeet Ulrich.
This is like a knockoff Jax Teller.
Every big moment of our lives is gonna happen right here. The hand-me-down,
Whoa.
an icebox, a blender. They even gave us. Okie dokie.
Yeah, his back's all messed up.
He's
Oh,
gonna
but-
find something. He wants to see what their vault's like.
Oh no!
Crops.
Oh, so they've been eating something since they don't have crops.
Oh, you thinking cannibals?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what Lucy's friend
I mean, the
said.
way that woman was at the table with the knife going
Yep.
for the meat.
And checking the meat.
Sniffing it. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that scar right there on his side.
Oh, wow.
Probably took his lung or something.
Took his.
They just took
What do
it.
you wake up in a bathtub
Yeah.
full of ice?
Well, yeah.
What is this, a joke? That's the punchline.
There's their classrooms.
Yeah, there hasn't been anything going on there.
Look at that.
Yep. See, chunk of leg missing.
And look, what is that, taped?
Yep.
To kind of keep it.
Taped or rotted or.
Well, it's
tell.
definitely rotted, but it seemed like it was taped to kind of
Keep them alive.
What is
tainted meat?
Can't go back, Bob.
Yep. It's radioactive. Big time.
Oh, they broke in.
And they took it over. That's what they did. And they took out everybody in the vault and stole their clothes.
Raiders.
You whale them with that big thing on your forearm.
Oh, no. And it explains why everyone's gone and they have the suits.
Yep.
This was the best day of my life.
Ah, that'll do it.
Yeah, but he's underestimating her. Oh, well, okay. I say that and then that happens.
Yeah.
Was that a oblique?
Did she get the
Was that
knife
an
in him?
oblique?
No.
No, it's in her.
She got it.
Oblique shot.
That'll work.
Oh.
The rip and
pull.
No.
Oh, he's.
Oh, look at that.
He is cooked.
He's got to be Dunsies.
Give us a smile.
Let's put a smile on the
face.
Well, yeah, you're going to need some antibiotics.
What is
right
that?
off the bat.
Man, we probably lost Pops already, didn't we?
Oh, it probably lost everybody.
Oh.
Body.
Yep.
Well, hopefully the brother's alive. You seem like a nice guy.
I think everybody's toast.
Ooh, the armory. Oh, they took everything. Look at on the wall where it's all painted. They took
Yeah.
everything.
Took everything.
Oh.
Oh, and the crops, all that. Oh, man. There's bro. Okay.
Oh.
That's nasty.
Never seen that before.
I was just going to say, dude, I've never seen that. God, what a slaughter.
Ooh, that's not good.
Oh, doesn't that look like something we just saw in the open?
Yeah.
Oh, there's her husband, Bert.
Oh, no, we're going to lose her.
Oh, lose an eye.
Sir?
Oh, he's done.
Please don't make me use force.
Oh, it's going to squish him.
Oh! Chet wasn't ready for that.
Oh, we got Negan.
Ooh.
Oh!
Ooh, a trank right
Take
in the
that.
eye.
So Fallout for the Fallout?
Oh, he's
How
back.
the hell?
Back. Oh.
How?
Well, he only got cut. Not.
She got him on the face and not the throat.
All right,
that's
Dad's alive.
Oh! Batter up.
That's the old golf swing.
But I did tell him.
Oh, that had the sting.
Yeah.
In his cuts.
Well, he deserves it.
Well, he deserves it. I'm not saying he didn't have to do it.
So where do you go to now?
All right, so I got to assume, again, I don't know anything, folks, about the game or whatnot, so I got to assume Pops is well-trained as well, or is at least not afraid to get his hands dirty. One of both.
Yeah, because he kind of had that look like, I've done this before, but I don't need to make a big deal out of it.
Jesus.
Whoa.
I think I know who you are.
Everyone knows who I am. So I'm going to offer you a choice. Them or her.
Jesus.
Hey, stop. Dad.
Oh, we're losing him.
You are my world.
Jeez, 3 of them.
You look like your mother.
Oh.
Ooh, she knows.
Where are you taking him?
To the real world. Maybe you should do what you do best. Run and hide.
Oh, wow. We're chaptering this.
Yeah.
We got our first mini chapter, and
Oh, with a name like that, he's got big shoes to fill.
Flesh is weak, but steel endures. Go on.
I was waiting for someone to say strength and honor.
Well, they almost gave you the riddle of steel from Conan the Barbarian, so.
I don't know that one.
Just kids rifling back heaters.
It is the duty of the Brotherhood of Steel to secure the wasteland. One day, as squires, you will help knights find and identify pre-war tech. Can you identify this relic?
Broder.
Jeez.
Circuit. We are the finders and the preservers.
Whoa.
Who's touching down here?
Whoa, holy shit.
Yeah, I think we saw that in the trailer.
Yeah, it looked like the Ospreys, yeah.
Whoa, look at the suits. That's right.
Whoa.
There's the suits.
That's right. I remember the helmets.
Trailer.
It's the T-60.
Imagine getting to put on one of those every day.
Using codes to draw pictures of people?
That's what it looked like.
Figure out who the target is. Yeah.
Said, come on. Well, shit isn't going anywhere.
Oh, nice. Getting flashbacks.
Aspirin Dane?
This was my idea. He didn't
Big
want...
summon, come with me.
They're just playing with bricks.
Throwing up bricks.
This is
Literally.
Quinn, this is your game.
This is my game.
Yes. Jesus, right under the blanket. Why not?
A bunch of us were chosen to get anointed. We're going to the wild. Hell yeah!
No, there he goes. His like only friend, it seems like.
Oh, way to break the toilet, bud. I wouldn't lean up against that with a white shirt.
A bad foot. Can't get the boot on it.
Oh! What the fuck?
Her foot came off.
Oh, razor
somebody
blade.
put a razor in her boot. They're blaming him for it?
That's what it looks like.
What is going on?
Cleaning up.
No, this is
the
our
same
crew.
people. Yeah, they left.
I have a proposal for the assembly. We send a search party to the surface to find my dad. We can spare 4 people from farm duty for up to 2 weeks, even with our dwindled numbers.
Sorry, Lucy, but opening the outer vault door?
Just for under a minute.
we're brainstorming here, and there's no bad ideas in a brainstorm.
Maybe
but that's not something that we ever do or have ever done. Never, ever, ever.
No. Our first priority has to be to maintain the security of this vault. That means not opening any of our doors.
Let's move on.
They don't want to find Dad. If they did, they wouldn't get to be in charge.
That's what they're after. In addition to not wanting to go outside. Check the size.
Don't lose your head.
How's your day going?
Bad as everyone else's.
How's your day going? Is pulling up
Nuka-Cola.
Putting a crew together here.
Well, Chet's gonna follow her anywhere.
Yeah,
so.
you know Chet would do anything. Whoa,
Look at that drop.
Whoa, that facility's large.
Take her and Norm till I'm back.
I can't. I'm going with you. You don't even know which way to go.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky.
Okay. Mary. I just tracked him.
She's got a blanket, a thing of water. Looks like she's kitted up pretty lightly for a trip to the surface.
Bringing him home.
Ooh, need some sunnies.
Some actual sunlight for the first time.
Stop! Mercy! Young lady! Come back here right away!
Yeah, that's gonna work.
That didn't work.
Wonder why this guy hasn't gotten more roles.
Oh, what's it gonna look like
Oh,
over
look,
here?
it says 33.
Gotta assume just all desert, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
It's not going to be good if it's just all flat desert, but you got to imagine they put these vaults kind of out in the middle of nowhere where people wouldn't randomly stumble upon them.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Getting Chernobyl sounds.
Yeah, her Geiger counter's
Yeah.
popping off. Oh, we got an ocean.
Oh, there's the pier too.
That pier with the Ferris wheel made it.
Okie dokie.
I love how gritty they're shooting this.
We have given you a name, education, a place in the world. Why did you join the Brotherhood?
To hurt the people who hurt me?
I understand you're a friend of Aspirant Dane. You're aware of their injury.
Yes.
Do you know who did it?
No.
Your fellow aspirants say it was you.
I wouldn't.
Your friend was promoted, you were not. You have ambitions, don't you?
Speak. I didn't do it. I did not. I wanted it to happen. Is that wrong?
Yes.
Some honesty.
Violence is merely a tool. We use it to bring order to the wasteland. Violence against a brother of steel is a sign of weakness. Are you weak?
I don't want to be.
You have anything else to say in your defense?
I want to thank you for giving me a home. I had no place in the world. If I can help the Brotherhood make it better, even if it means giving my own life, I'll do it. And I'd be grateful to the Brotherhood for giving my life meaning.
Good boy.
It's a test.
And you will be Knight Titus, new squire.
Oh, look at
There
that.
you go.
It's not so bad. They said I'll still have a place at the Brotherhood. I heard you got my spot.
You know who did it?
Well, I've narrowed it down to any one of those assholes. They asked if it was you.
Yeah, they asked me the same thing.
I told him you wouldn't hurt a fly.
Well, we saw him go pretty ham on that toilet.
Yeah.
Maybe,
He's getting angry. He's getting
Yeah.
angry
maybe,
side.
maybe she did it herself so he could get in.
Oh, are they doing
After
brandings?
which, it is your most sacred duty to protect the mission. Protect your lord, Knight Titus.
Yeah.
Do you accept?
Oh, the whole hand?
Oh! Okay, what are we doing? Cooking it?
Oh, it's just
T for Titus.
That a denizen of the Enclave has escaped, and that he has with him an object of profound potential to to harm our nation or to save it. Search a section of the wild for this target. And may the shape of the future be cut by your sword.
Oh,
Look at that.
Doing.
Oh.
You're dismissed, Aspirin.
He enjoyed giving that order.
Yep. You're dismissed. So is the Knight Titus gonna reveal his face to us? What the? A baby leg?
Sure was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Slim, we look for the freshman. Don Pedro has our friend dug up once a year, cuts pieces off and puts it right back in the ground.
Is that Bubba from Forrest Gump?
No,
It sure is.
Oh, you said you knew this guy.
I said I knew of him.
How long has this asshole been moldering in the ground?
How do we know he's not feral? That is why we brought our little friend. If he goes for him, we kill him.
Feral ghoul.
Hey!
Well, well, well. Wow, is this an Amish production of the Count of Monte Cristo? Or just the weirdest circle jerk I've ever been invited to.
Jesus. Welcome back. I'm Huncho. Now, you don't even know us.
Should I shoot him?
You shut the fuck up. We got a proposition for you. A bounty came down. Yeah, now somebody made a run from the Enclave. Figured you'd be interested in is where they's running to. That witch, Moldacre. In California. That's where you from, ain't it? Originally, I mean.
And what the fuck would you know about where I'm from?
How about we put you right back in that hole so Don Pedro can have his fun with you for the next 30 years?
Whenever somebody says they're doing one last job, that usually means their heart's not in it. I do this shit for the love of the game.
Scissors and
screwdrivers.
Oh!
You right, friend, about one thing.
Oh. Well, the chicken got to live.
Oh, Jonathan Nolan.
Makes sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The trailer we did, I think, already gave us quite enough. But,
Very much.
well, I can say with all confidence, I'm all in on the series. It's completely got me sucked in. First off, that last scene with the ghoul with Walton Goggins and the guy who played Honcho, I know him as Limehouse. That was so funny to me because they were basically being their exact same characters from Justified. If any of you have seen it, they were being the exact same guy. So what I'm hoping is that we get a whole season of Walton Goggins being the ghoul, basically Boyd Crowder. So that's going to be amazing. But back to the meat and potatoes of the show, we got what is essentially kind of three separate stories going on. We have Lucy's story, we have the ghoul's story, and then we have Maximus's story, which I really liked how they did that because we've talked about on this channel a number of times how so many shows have difficulty telling multiple stories at the same time. But we've also done a number of stories like Invincible where they have no problem doing multiple storylines and keeping it going. And from the heavy hitters that are involved in this series, I don't think that's going to be an issue whatsoever. But man, what a great show. What a great opener. You know, this is one of those shows that I think just grabs you right from the start and it just doesn't let go. And I think anybody who's a fan of this type of genre, maybe. And of course, if you're a fan of the video game, I think you're probably going to like it. I don't know much about the video game, so I don't know if there's a lot they got right or a lot they got wrong. You folks let us know. But either way, this is going to be awesome, and I cannot wait to dive more into it. Oh, this is going to be so fun, guys.
No, I've seen just like pictures and maybe some slight playthroughs of the game. Nothing major to really tell me what the game is about or anything like that. No real context given, but what I always will remember is the smiling and the thumbs up, and I love that they incorporated that into your vault, for your shelter and bomb shelter, like we saw right away in the beginning. And that's exactly how it would have probably gone on too, where the guy's like, hey, you have room for us in there? No, and he slugs them out, and then they go in there. So like, I'm really interested. I know we went 200 years past that. I'm really interested to see if there's any like flashbacks or anything to show, like, because I'm assuming the beginning of the second episode was going to be kind of like the beginning of the first episode, where you saw Walt and well, essentially the ghoul and his daughter running off, but that was it, and then it went into the future. So I'm wondering if that's going to give us pieces of like what he had to go through to how he got to where he was as the ghoul, maybe, or what maybe more happened to humanity.
In fact, he's still alive.
Yeah, and like, so then you saw that they had vaults and like 32, and we saw 33. How many are there? And how far are they spread out across the U.S.? Because it looked like where Lucy got out, it was right by the ocean. So
in California.
Yeah. So yeah, and
at least that's what.
And did they say where the ghoul was? Where they dug him up from? I know that they're gonna head back to California, but it didn't get specific. Okay.
If they did, I didn't catch it.
But that's what's also nice too, is we have 3 different characters, 3 different distinct stories. I mean, it looks like they're all looking for the same guy and his companion. Well, maybe not Lucy. She's looking for her dad, but the other 2 are looking for the guy and his companion. So we have 3 different ways of looking at it, with the guys in machinery, with Maximus, and then you have Lucy, who's just out on her own trying to find her dad, and then now Ghoul is like, well, I guess I got to find him too and get my payday back in California. So this has been so much fun just diving into it. Like, it does actually make me want to play the game, and from what we've heard, it might not have anything to go. There's just gonna be like kind of Easter eggs, but it's all new to us, so that's fun for us as well. So it'll be fun for you guys maybe in the comments to be like, oh, this is here or something like that. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of this first season, and hopefully more to follow. This is really, really good episode to start off with.
Yeah, there's so much story to go off of here, and really having no frame of reference for anything, it's really interesting. I find myself wondering whether we're going to continuously have flashbacks. I believe it's at 2077 was when the war started, which I thought was really brilliant, because they showed what clearly we would, the way people dress, the music. We would look at maybe the 50s, I think, is like the clearest time frame, but then the 50s in the future, which is, I'm aging myself here a little bit, but when I say the Jetsons was a cartoon that was on for many years, 3-4 decades ago already, but it was just about a futuristic family, but like, not that far in the future. So it was interesting that they said 2077, so they didn't try to make a play on where technology would be from here moving forward. They went back in time and kind of moved forward. So I found that to be a very, very unique way of approaching establishing a timeline, because we've seen the stories based in the future, we've seen things based in the past, but this was kind of an amalgamation of both, which I thought was really neat. Mason Quinn brought up multiple storylines, but having them feel still engaging and not muddied in between each other, which I thought it was neat. He brought up of Invincible. Of course, I like to bring up The Boys if we talk about a show that's mastered having multiple storylines. They made it pretty black and white, the different storylines, though, so there wasn't a lot of crossover as of now. I'm guessing maybe later in the season we'll get that, but all in all, between the stories, the visuals, and everything else, this was a phenomenal first episode, and it's really exciting for me getting back into the type of series where I know nothing about it. Mm-hmm. So everything is a complete surprise. So, we do a good job of avoiding spoilers, but sometimes you see people talk about shows, or just given the sometimes even just the title of the show, or trailers you might see, or ads, you can kind of get a feel for what it's for. I'm completely clueless. The ghoul, okay, he's lost his nose. How is he alive 200 years later? We saw what looked like IV bags going down into a grave. I'm guessing maybe some sort of radiation from the bombs going off created something that enabled him to extend his life in certain capacities. But I'm really excited about this show. It feels like something so new for us here. And I just and the other exciting thing I think for me, and I think maybe you guys are kind of in that kind of spot too, is that this is coming out new to us as it is new to so many people. Of course, the people that have played the video game might know the background, but when we got into The Boys, we were it was 3 seasons in already when we started, so it was people excited to see us catch up, and we've done that with other shows where it's people excited to see us catch up, and this is just coming out and we're watching it along with everybody else. So I'm super pumped about this.
Yeah, I mean, this was incredibly gripping right off the rip with seeing the nuclear blast. I mean, they started it off real, basically immediately with radio in the background of telling us what's kind of happening. The mom turning stuff off, just completely ignoring it, like probably somebody would. Right, over the news, especially at a kid, a birthday party, kid's party, whatever that was. So that open was just impactful right away, especially when you saw 1, 2, 3 booms, all just going right off. Like, it's like I was trying to say, it's one thing to see it in the trailer, but then getting the story to help set the table for that, then it's really like, boom, way more impactful. With Lucy in the 33 vault, that was, I was not expecting any of this kind of violence to be in this show, because I had no expectations coming in. I have no idea what I'm getting into, and I absolutely love it. With this story of Lucy going to find her dad, I kept predicting like, oh, we're losing him, they're going to give us some like heart punch and he's gone, but they tranked him and took him off. So that sets Lucy's story on the table. I just got to imagine now that she's up top, eventually our 3 stories, right, or our 3 characters are kind of right here, kind of spread out, but I'm assuming we're coming in as the season goes on where they all meet each other, and then whatever gets set. But what a brutal takeout of 33 for the majority. I know there's a handful left, but again, I was not expecting that. I thought we were going to get the model and Lucy together, and that's kind of how we're going to get set. But then they'd find that adventure bug to go up top, and then all chaos kind of goes the way they were setting the table for. Hey, you shouldn't go up top, and however else they were saying that on there. Wasn't even close. Obviously, what happened there. So that's great. The story of Maximus so far, I'm not totally invested yet, but I am intrigued to see where it goes, and I'm sure as we get more episodes coming in, we'll get invested. That boot trick with a razor, that was something unique. Quinn, what was the other thing that you and I said we haven't seen before?
When he pushed the barrel through the head and shot with it.
That was
kept going.
Yep.
I know, like in some of the Bollywood films or the India films that we watch, we say that's very innovative. This show so far introduced me to a couple of things I have not seen yet in TV or movie. So I'm happy that, at least for me, I feel like this is introducing me to some new stuff.
It feels fresh.
Never even saw the boot trick or the barrel trick for the spots there. That was just wow. And then the graphics so far on here. Not the graphics, like the green screen and all that, the CGI, I feel like they've done a really good job of utilizing that to where we, the audience, can be like, all right, so that looks like they're trying to project something like they were in 33, but just the blast alone felt like they spent a good time making sure that was right then and there for us to believe that really happened. So that was cool too. And again, I have no knowledge of the game, and I'm just kind of like you, Answer. I can't wait till we play it, because we are going to play that at some point on the gaming channel. So now with this first episode alone, makes me super intrigued to when we get to the game. But I also want to hear from you. I also want to hear from you, hardcore gamers. What did you think of the first episode? Because I know, again, like we were saying on previous stuff, whether it's a game or a comic or a book or whatever, you have that narrative and that story in your head of one way, right? Or you've seen it and it's one way, but then when someone takes it and brings it to the live screen here, sometimes expectations are not met.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if this met your expectations.
Hopefully they did.
And I'm hoping they
Good
did
for us.
because this was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So this was a great opening.
Great introduction.
And is that Christopher Nolan's brother who's behind that?
Yes,
I didn't catch the
thank you.
credits. But
Yeah, so Jonathan Nolan,
Okay.
I think they said wrote this one. Either way, he's a part of this. You guys know already. I've mentioned to Dave here that we've seen Westworld. That first season of Westworld was a banger. And I'm not going to spoil it just in case if you guys or we end up doing something with it. But after that, it's questionable. That's all I'll say.
Subjective.
It's subjective. Very complex. How about that?
I've seen the first 2 episodes. That's
again, with Christopher Nolan and Jonathan Nolan, I'm pretty sure after this first episode, I'm confident that at least episode 2 is going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and the thing I liked about it, and especially because Nolan is attached to it, that all the details matter. All the little details that they had in this whole series, they basically in this episode rather, they basically told you what was going to happen when they opened the other vault. We started seeing people acting a little weird. They had some scars. They looked a little beat up. But what would you have scars from? You're in the vault.
Yeah.
Why would you be beat up like that?
Why would you have tattoos?
Right. So I found it interesting that they dropped all those little hints in there, and they're definitely doing a good job of that. So I think this is a show that, in the way that we're watching it here, it's really going to benefit us, being that we're hyper focused, watching all the details so we catch everything, versus watching it at home on your couch with distractions. I think it's going to make a huge difference for this.
To your point, I do think we're going to be very, keen on looking at details. But of course, we're going to see Easter eggs.
Oh,
because
sure,
we
yeah.
haven't
Video
seen it.
games,
So
yeah.
if you are going to comment, try to do it without giving us too many spoilers.
As far as
Because I do want. I mean, I am curious about the Easter eggs. I just hope we don't get spoiler-ish out of it. So.
For the games. So wow, this was
just a story too.
This was a great start. So this has been a lot of fun. So for Diamond Dave, Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, Tiles.